Election 2024. Mamta's Pawar play in Mumbai. Flanked by Congress ally Sharad Pawar, Mamta says UPA is finished.
आपको लगता है कि शरद जी को अब यूपीए का नेतृत्व करना चाहिए, चेयरमैन बनाना चाहिए?
अरे क्या यूपीए, अभी यूपीए नहीं है।
Mamta's clear message to the Gandhis.
शरद जी क्या बोला? एक ऑल्टरनेटिव स्ट्रॉन्ग होना चाहिए, जो लड़ाई करते हैं। अगर कोई लड़ते नहीं है तो हम क्या करें? हम चाहते हैं कि सबको लड़ाई करना है, फील्ड में रह के।
शरद
Ally Sharad Pawar approval ominous for the Congress. The grand old party hits back.
Without Congress, anybody can defeat BJP means. I think that is not nearly a dream only.
Rallying anti-BJP forces, TMC eyes to be principal opposition to the BJP. Mamta declares Khela Hobe to the Congress. Is Didi scripting UPA's obituary? And has Mamta made third front announcement for 2024? Top Focus at 7:30 p.m.
Good evening, viewers. You're watching To The Point. I'm Preeti Chaudhary. What went down today, which many would suggest is Mamta Banerjee's Pawar play in Mumbai, would be very disconcerting for the Congress, because not only did Mamta clearly say that the UPA is finished, which was led by the Congress, she also very clearly said that the Congress has no stomach for a fight anymore. But why would it be so disconcerting for the Congress viewers? Because Mamta said all of this with Congress's ally Sharad Pawar standing right next to her. Mind you, the NCP is in bed with the Congress in the state of Maharashtra, where they are running an alliance with the Shiv Sena. On top of it, till now at least, what we've seen in Parliament, we have seen the NCP stand with the Congress on all issues, while the TMC is protesting against the government, but they're doing it on separate turfs. The NCP has stood with the Congress till now. But today, Sharad Pawar was standing with Mamta Banerjee. When his turn came, he was, of course, slightly more cautious, but he did say, and that could be ominous for the Congress, because viewers, he said that it's time for collective leadership, clearly suggesting that the one that is leading the opposition pack, or has been leading the opposition pack, Congress, is incapable of doing so anymore. Till now, the Congress has always said, TMC is not our ally. TMC can protest separately. These are TMC's view. We have nothing to do with the TMC as an ally. Yes, in terms of an anti-BJP alliance, where that ideology is concerned, we are with them. But this time, you had none else but your ally, which is Sharad Pawar standing right next to Mamta Banerjee. What does it mean for the Congress? I want to quickly cut across to our guests. I have with me this evening Supriya Shrinate, she's spokesperson of the Congress. Within 2 minutes, I'm also going to be joined by TMC's MP Rajya Sabha, Sushmita Deb. Ms. Shrinate, appreciate you joining us. What do you make of what Mamta Banerjee said today in Mumbai? Number one, UPA is finished. Number two, Congress doesn't have the stomach for a fight anymore. And all of that, Supriya Shrinate, with your ally, Sharad Pawar, standing right next to her, saying it's time for collective leadership.
So you've asked me two questions, and I'm going to answer them both very, very briefly. To the first question, what do I make of the West Bengal Chief Minister's statements? I think every politician can have political ambition. It's good to have political ambition. You should not be punching above your weight. And she's a very astute politician. So I do not know why she made that statement. I can't get my head around that. Quite frankly, I just want to quote two numbers to you. In 2019 Lok Sabha elections, the Congress had a vote share of 19.5% and TMC had a vote share of 4.1%. There were 208 seats in the Lok Sabha where we were second. The TMC does not have a foothold in places like a UP or a Bihar or a Jharkhand, where the BJP has won 90 out of its 303 seats. So with all due respect to the political ambitions and to the whole narratives of being a national leader, I think the TMC today has to decide whether they want to take on the BJP or is, taking pot shots at the Congress their motive. Quite frankly, I think all of us are united against the BJP. It's an ideology that we want to do away with. We want to do away with their misgovernance. And on that front, the TMC needs to build bridges and not burn them. Even in Parliament, and this is the last statement that I would want to make, even in Parliament, when 12, 13, 14, 15 parties come together to take a stand on certain issues, and the TMC does not respond to those calls, TMC takes a stand separately on the same issue, a similar stand, it doesn't augur too well for an opposition party. It augurs of being mercurial, it augurs of being temperamental. Both of which I think the opposition cannot be. The opposition needs to stay united in.
Supriya Shrinate, as I bring in Sushmita Deb into this conversation, I want to ask you the second question. All right, Mamata Banerjee only has, say, TMC, 4% vote share, which you quoted, no footprint, maybe outside West Bengal. But what about Sharad Pawar? He was standing right beside her. He's your ally. He's in bed with you in Maharashtra. And he asked for collective leadership.
He's a very senior leader. And when he hears a chief minister make the statement that he does, I don't think you expect him to correct her or to say anything in retort. The fact is that she was speaking in Maharashtra, where we run a very successful government in alliance with the NCP and Shiv Sena, and I think that's where the matter should rest. This kind of conjecturing, this kind of taking issues out of context, I don't think augurs well for the opposition at large and for polity in general.
All right. Okay. Sushmita Deb, 4.1% popular vote share across the country. The Congress still holds at about 18 to 19% by last count. Even in Lok Sabha, they might have been brought down to 44. They are still the largest number of MPs that a party has in Lok Sabha. Do you think you've bitten off a lot more than you can chew by making statements that the UPA is over, that the Congress doesn't have the stomach to fight anymore?
See, I'm actually to the fact that Congress has the second largest vote share in the country. But if you take a Jagan Reddy, if you take TRS, if you take Tejasvi, if you take Naveen Patnaik, Sharad Pawar, Uddhav Thackeray, Mamata Banerjee, and I can go on and on, Mehbooba, Omar Abdullah, what does the country look like to you? So, you see, the thing is, we are not saying Congress mukt and Congress should play their role. Of course, they're a party with a national organization, which many of us don't have. But you see, the problem with the Congress is they need to think why Ashok Gehlot forms government, why Kamal Nath forms government, and then when it comes to the general election, they draw on. There is a problem there. There's a problem then. What is that problem? They need to think about it. So if Mamata Banerjee and Sharad Pawar's face may help the Congress win some more seats in a general election, which they can't win on their own. So I completely respect the fact that Congress has a vote share. I don't deny it at all. But where are they going wrong? Why is it that people continue to vote for Modi despite price rise, despite all the bad economic decisions, the death of democracy? Because there is no alternative in the Congress. So that's just that.
I'm coming to Ms. Shrinate. Give me a second.
Should start thinking about
Ms. Deb, before I bring in Ms. Shrinate, wants to, needs to come in for a rebuttal, but I'll ask you again. So what does the TMC want? Does the TMC want the space of the principal opposition here, where you don't want to join the UPA, but the Congress can join you?
Listen, what is principal opposition? You have, your maximum MPs are from Kerala and Tamil Nadu in the Congress. Kerala, you've lost badly. God knows what will happen in the general election. Mamata Didi may just sweep West Bengal, come with 40 and another 10 seats and be standing right next to Congress. You don't know. So please, there is vote share and there is victory. Let's just wait. But yes, where Congress can fight the BJP directly, we wish them well. Good luck. Fight hard.
All right, Supriya Shrinate. Maybe what the TMC is looking at is establishing a new political order where it leads it. You've had issues with the TRS, you've had issues with certain other, the YSRCP that don't want to come together. So where does the UPA go? What if all the parties, some of them that were with you, want to go with this new coalition or the pipe dream which has been of a third front, non-BJP, non-Congress led?
So let me put things on record here. It's very good to have political rhetoric. Numbers and facts speak for themselves. We've got Congress governments in 3 states, Punjab, Rajasthan, and Chhattisgarh. We've got governments in alliance in places like Tamil Nadu or Maharashtra, or for that matter in Jharkhand. We're our UPA allies. The fact that 12 or 13 parties are willing to come together in parliament to take a stand, and the TMC is not willing to respond to those calls, raises a lot of questions on the political maturity of a party that has national ambitions, with all due respect to the TMC, its representatives, and everybody else. To your larger question of a YSRCP or a TRS or a BJD, absolutely, if they want to fight this government, by all means, they should be with us. But the reality is that most of these parties, on issues of national importance, on issues where even the TMC takes the right stand along with the Congress party, choose to vote with the BJP in Rajya Sabha. So these parties have to decide, are they willing to continue to be in bed with the BJP? Are they willing to be opportunists? Are they willing to open their cards up until 2024? Or should we just keep booing them? Let me be honest here, without any political hostility or arrogance. The reality is that there are 200 seats in this country in the Lok Sabha where the Congress and the BJP will always be in direct fight, not because of any other reason, but because that's how our polity is. If any other party believes that they can be the fulcrum of an opposition unity, good luck to them. The reality is that we all need to stay united. We all need to build bridges instead of burning them. The fact is that there is no place for being temperamental. There is no place for calling shots at each other. The BJP is digging itself into the grave as far as economic mismanagement is concerned, as far as the economic ruin is concerned, as far as unemployment is concerned, what they've done with Corona, what they're doing with China, what they've done with the farmers. It's time we take them on instead of taking pot shots at each other. That's what sensible politicians will call for.
Sushmita Deb, how premature is this? There are 5 states that are going into elections in the next 4 months, February 2022. What if the Congress does well? Then will you recalibrate with what you said today, that the Congress doesn't have the stomach for a fight? Was it too premature?
Congress to do well. Every time Supriya ji says we are in a direct fight here and we are in a direct fight there, that's the problem, that wherever they're in a direct fight, they're not winning. That's why Modi is becoming Prime Minister again and again. Please understand that. I respect the fact that Congress is nationally a large party with a deep history and strong legacies. And may I add that Sharad Pawar is a creation of the Congress. Mamata Banerjee is a creation of the Congress. Jagan Reddy is a creation of the Congress. All of these people have left Congress and become the regional satraps they are. That also requires some introspection. So I wish the Congress well. Wherever you're in a direct fight, you should fight hard and win. You chose to fight Mamata Banerjee in the last assembly elections in West Bengal. Look what happened to you. So did you move back saying, let us give Mamata Banerjee the space because we don't stand a damn chance in West Bengal? You didn't. So you can't say heads is also mine and tail is also mine. That Mamata Banerjee can't pan out. That Mamata Banerjee can't pan out, but we can fight Mamata Banerjee in West Bengal in a where Congress has absolutely no existence.
Ms. Deb,
you can't say Chit bhi meri or Pat bhi meri.
Ms. Deb, Ms. Srinath wants to come in for a rebuttal. Go ahead, Ms. Srinath.
Just 20 seconds. I would only want to say, it's all very good to say they do not have the wherewithal for a fight. Whether it's unemployment, whether it's the farmer crisis, whether it's, China occupying our territory, whether it's the economic management or the Corona mismanagement or the 4 lakh compensation, guess who's at the forefront? And guess who's bearing the brunt of agencies run by the BJP who almost become their frontals? It is the Congress party and our leaders. So it's all very good to sit here and say the Congress doesn't have the wherewithal or the stomach for a fight. The ones putting up a fight are actually...
Ms. Srinath, I want there's one question which I want to ask the both of you, and Ms. Deb, let's begin with you. What if the Congress does well in the 5 elections? Will you recalibrate with what you said today? What if they win Punjab? What if they do well in Goa?
I hope they do very well in Punjab. I hope they do very well in UP. I hope they do very well in Manipur. I hope they do very well in Goa after winning, can hold on to their MLAs. That's extremely important and a big factor in Goa, given the precedent they set last time.
But was it premature?
You can't keep saying, just 1 second, just let me finish.
Yes.
You can't keep saying we are fighting on China, we are fighting. You're doing nobody a favor. That's what you're supposed to do. But please, electoral victory is one thing, and keep doing andolans and jagarans are, those marches are different things. Convert that into electoral victory. We want that for the Congress. I wish them well on that account.
All right, Ms. Srinath, the fact is, the fact is what Sushmita Deb also says is, yes, you have history, yes, you're the grand old party, but, with what we've seen in terms of elections and the precedents behind it, Is the Congress going to be okay to smell the coffee, is what many would say, and join this new rainbow coalition, which maybe the TMC wants to head?
I will only give a very good piece of advice to my good friend Sushmita Dev. It's very good to punch your weight, but not above your weight. Politically, it's an immature thing to do. Having said that, I'm surprised that a person who's come from electoral politics like Sushmita Dev comes and says, Andolan karna ek baat hai. You are voicing the concerns of the people, and that's what electoral democracy, that's what politics is all about. It's not just winning those seats, it's about voicing concerns.
Miss Dev, let her. Miss Dev. You know, you've been colleagues. You've been on the same side of the political divide. Accord each other the civility. Yes, Mr. Nate, go ahead.
I'm surprised that Sushmita ji really went on to say that it's one thing doing an Andolan. Voicing the concerns of the people is our prime responsibility. And for someone who's come from electoral politics, I'm surprised to actually see Sushmita ji say that. Maybe this is what the TMC does to people, because she was a grand believer in Andolans, in voicing concerns of the people. As long as we were in the same party, we still continue to be on the same side of the political divide, is what I would like to believe. Our enemy number one is the BJP. We need to take them on for their flaws. Fighting each other is not going to do any of us good. We need to build bridges, not burn them.
Say,
Ms. Dev, come in.
If you look at Mamata Banerjee's history about Andolan, Supriya ji, she never had SPG. She had nothing. She was on the streets and CPM beat her black and blue. So please, when I said that point, I never said why is Congress doing Andolan.
Madam, one by one, Mr. Nate, please.
I just said,
accord the same civility. Yes, go ahead.
I'm just saying, so what I'm saying is, I respect the fact that Congress is doing all Andolans, but I am saying you need to introspect that why does it not culminate into electoral victory, especially when there are general elections. Congress regional satraps have done very well. Everywhere you claim to be in power, like Rajasthan, Punjab, Chhattisgarh, and then you fail when it comes to general elections. Maybe Congress should say we are going to support somebody else in the national arena and back them. That would be magnanimous, and Mrs. Gandhi is capable of that.
And TMC wants to be that player that they want the Congress to back. Go ahead, Mr. Nate, make your comment.
It's a presidential form of election.
Political naivety. It's political naivety to believe that a party with a 19.5% vote share should start supporting those with sub 5. Anyways, having said that, I think these elections, the 5 upcoming elections, will clear the wheat from the chaff. We will know where everybody stands. And it's good to have political ambitions. We saw what happened with rallies as far as Mamta Didi is concerned in Goa. It's good that she's riding on this success. I have a lot of respect for how she fought the BJP in West Bengal, but punching above her weight and not standing with the rest of the opposition on issues in parliament, I don't think augurs well for a politician with that kind of a political attitude. And as far as the history is concerned, she's also had a history with the NDA and with the UPA, just to put it on record.
I need to close the debate. Ms. Dev, you want 10 seconds? I can come to you because you came in second.
I just want to say that we are here to fight the BJP. And we will do whatever it takes to fight the BJP. That's all I am going to say.
All right. I appreciate both you ladies for joining us. Thank you for taking up the time. With that, I'm going to quickly close this debate because viewers, it will continue in days to come. Maybe it's just set the ball rolling. The crucial test, or where it reaches, will be after the elections in 5 states, because that's going to be important on how the Congress does. A lot of pressure on the Congress to prove and earn its spurs as the leader or the principal opposition to the BJP, which the TMC wants to edge the Congress out on. A quick break. Up next is my colleague Gaurav Sab.